How are you all doing? Welcome into my channel. My name is Firestorm Shan. You've reached Phoenix Arc Tarot, and I'm here to do a reading for Taurus. I'm going to do the Earth signs today. So, Taurus, you're up. What's popping with you? We have Chiron, the asteroid, in your sign right now. Chiron is the wounded healer. It's hitting our values and our self-worth in our money house right now. So there could be some things that are popping up that are causing us to feel a little different than we did before about how we value money, how we look at money, how we look at tradition, how we look at religion, how we look at values, how we look at marriage. Something in there that wants to be, healed. And its purpose is that, for those of us that are at least 50 years old or greater, we've already had our Chiron return. So that wound actually turns into a powerful superpower. And what was meant for evil, God will use for good. Your weakness becomes your superpower. And so that's the strongest planetary alignments in astrology that's happening right now in Taurus. Not a lot else going on, so let's just go ahead and get a reading started for the Taurus placement: Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, and Jupiter. Or I could be talking to a cross watcher. What messages do we have for Taurus placements? A never-ending story. It's in the reverse, so it's a protection about repeating cycles. You've got thinker, Aquarian energy, and between worlds. So underneath the deck is the hidden energies. There's something here that you really need to think about that's going round and round. You are in between worlds, and we did talk about maybe our values are changing. The way that we handle materialism, material matters. This is earthly energies, earthly matters. We're in between worlds. We're in between worlds. It's switching. We have Pluto in Aquarius, and the North Node is in Aquarius. Pluto is another planet that moves very slowly. It takes about 20 years to get through a zodiac sign. It comes in to like tear down and rebuild stuff, basically. And that 11th house is all about society and friendships and the collective in general. It's the 11th zodiac sign. It's almost the last one, with Pisces being the last one. But we've got building blocks in the reverse. Something we've been building or the way we've been building isn't going to work anymore. We're going to have to put our thinking cap on. Uranus just moved into Gemini. It's going to be there for, forgive me, 7 years. I can't remember. You've got nothing, you've got all that glitters is gold in the upright and no place like home in the reverse. Some of you could be moving. Some of you could be feeling like a little lackluster right now about what you are building. Maybe what you're building isn't getting you where you want to be. It's time to take a look at that, because all that glitters is gold is saying, you're going after something because it looks like I'm seeing a pyramid scheme. And you want to get to the top. So you start doing like shady pyramid sales schemes to try to get there, but you never really get any traction. It feels like you're just spinning your wheels and not really getting what you want. So there's something here that's causing you to not feel at home and disturbed in your own self or even in your home. It could be causing problems. It also could be causing you guys, some of us, to have financial difficulties where we could be having to relocate or become redundant. I don't know, folks, but this is a hard little message here of warning that we've got to wake up and smell the coffee. Things are changing because with Uranus and Gemini, 11:11 on the clock. Today is July the 3rd, 2026. Uranus and Gemini is about the higher mind, about communication, and it's also about technology, and it means technology is changing very fast. For instance, look at AI. AI has taken over the marketing business, over digital art, graphics. Um, it's taken over the positions of research, of, I don't know, just all kinds of things you can do with AI. You can use AI to help you build things now, like apps. And so the world's changing. So some of us are being displaced. That is very true. The jobs that were needed because of the earth, working with the hands, the manual labor, it's not required as much because technology is going to be taking over. So it's time to work smarter, not harder, Taurus. Taurus is the hardest working knight in the Tarot, the King of Pentacles, the ruler over materialism. Someone here's losing. All that glitters is not gold. It's called fool's gold. I feel inclined to grab this. Hang on. I think we'll call this reading fool's gold. This is pyrite. It's called fool's gold. It is a crystal. Isn't it beautiful? It's a collector's item, a mineral. And I'm getting to where I'm starting to get enough crystals where I'm going to open my little shop. And so today we're going to work with this energy, fool's gold. Some things are foolish to try to continue to build on that are not real. Okay. This might hurt, folks. This might hurt deck. Okay. Let's get some messages from the spirit about this. Let's see what's happened. Okay, we've got the Nine of Wands on the bottom of the deck going round and round and round again. That was this never-ending story card here. Feeling wounded, burnt out. Okay, split deck. We've got Judgment. It is time to make a judgment call. Judgment is saying, weigh your heart out. Is your heart feeling heavy or does it feel light and free? If your heart feels heavy, it's karmic. It's time to release it. But if your heart feels light and free, you're able to proceed forward. So your heart is going to be the test. Okay, if it doesn't pass the heart, it doesn't go. When in doubt, throw it out. It's time to make a very good judgment call. The world is changing. We are in between worlds. Shuffle for Taurus. Shuffle for Taurus. King of Swords. Higher mind. It's time to get that thinking cap on. Get a business plan. Talk to a financial advisor. Talk to a lawyer. Talk to someone who's smarter than you, who has a way that could give you ideas on how to advance this next level. That's what's being hidden at the bottom of the deck. This is going to bring you a lot of peace of mind if you'll have this conversation. This is diplomacy and this is emotional balance and stability. Okay, this is what's coming in for you at this time. Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck is the manifestation card. That's what you're manifesting. But you got to have a conversation with people who are already doing it. They're already transitioned into the higher mind, and now they're living in life of luxury. I'm hearing living the like a loca, living the life of loca. I'm seeing like maracas and I'm seeing somebody on the beach and dancing. It's funny. I'm going to tell you what I'm seeing because it makes sense. My husband has a Taurus moon and a Taurus rising and a Sag sun. And when we go out, we always meet new couples. We like to go out to bars and listen to bands. We'll go outside to the smoking area and we'll meet other couples and then we'll start talking about what we do for work. And then so it almost happens almost every time we go out now, and it's a sign. Somebody would tell my husband, "What are you doing? Why are you still out in the field working like a slave? You're supposed to have people underneath you, and then you just mark it up and you take maybe 25% and they do the work." And TK has heard this so many times over the years, but it's just not that easy because I understand, Taurus. If you don't do it, it doesn't get done right. And then you're finding you have to go clean up other people's messes. So it's not easy to let go of control. You are the fixed sign of the earthly matters. Okay, your hand is not going to let go and let somebody tear down and destroy what you've worked so hard for. So that's my husband, TK, his understanding with it. But I feel like luck is on our side. We're finally getting to a position where we've got enough people who are beginning to get trained up to give him a little bit of a break to start to see things from a different perspective because his body's not going to last forever. He's in between worlds. It's going to be 60 this year, y'all. Bless his heart. He's still strong. He's still very vigorous. He takes very good care of his health. But, how long can you keep being out there in the Texas sun at 105 degrees installing swimming pools? Come on. All right. And it's not, he just does the excavation part. So it's not that bad. He's slowly figuring out ways like technology. Thank God for technology and that Kubota tractor because that sucker's taking the load off his fanny. But that's just an example. All right, so let's get a shuffle in for Taurus. What's going on? It's time to think about some things. Somebody's feeling a little bit disenchanted, I think, with what's going on. We've got the Fool card coming out for the heart of the reading. This is Aries energy. It's your sister sign right before yours. Fiery energy. We also have Saturn in Aries right now. Saturn is ruled by Capricorn. You are trine with Capricorn and Virgo. They are earth signs. So yeah, you're having faith to this is taking a leap of faith, regardless of that's the heart of the matter. You're going to have to take a leap of faith. You're going to have to 1, 2, 3 jump. It's time. You're going to have to think about it and learn something new because it's time to turn your back on something and go towards something brand new. So what is the crossing energies? The death card is the crossing energies. This is meaning that something has come to an end. An old cycle needs to end. The never ending story, the building blocks that are not actually successfully building things, that's dead. It's dead weight. I'm hearing it's dead weight. It also came out with the Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles is typically a scene of celebration, a birthday perhaps that you could be celebrating, or it's just getting together with friends and um, starting a new journey, maybe with a new group of people. Okay, a more emotionally satisfying one that's got more love driven, water energy versus earth. Feel like you need to surround yourself with maybe, I'm hearing musicians, like I have my bass player in my band. We're kind of not doing anything right now, but he's a Taurus. And I know he told me one time, he said, I'll never quit playing music again because how much that important release. It's water to earth. Music is water to earth. And it's very nourishing. So you need that in your foundation. You need more fun in your foundation, is what they're saying too. You need more ability to lighten up. So what is in your headspace? Four of Swords. Four of Swords is just keeping your mind at peace, trying to get rest and heal. That's basically all that card means. It's what you're thinking about. I need to get more rest. I need to slow down a little bit. I need to work on my healing, you know, and you know it. Peace of mind. Recent past. Recent past, we have the Two of Cuppies. This is a soulmate, soul contract, someone that you think very fondly of. Could be a friend, could be a lover. Doesn't say that here, but it's someone that is a good partner for you. And there's a lot of love here and support. So in the past, you've had this partnership, it looks like. A very inspiring partnership with the Page of Wands. What's coming in for you is the Ten of Cups. This is what I love to see. And then the Three of Pentacles, things balancing out. You are the master builder. You are able to continue to use your skills, your mastery of your trades, as well, but also bring in a little more love. Hold up, wait a minute, bring a little love in it. And that's what's coming in. Family time, more emotional time together, bliss, love. Ten of Pentacles is the best uh cups card we can get. It's what we're all looking for. So you've got really good stuff coming in here for you with happiness. All right. Could be creating a family too, by the way. That's what it says. The situation is the Empress. When I said creating a family, the Empress is sometimes depicted as being pregnant. You could be expecting a child, or you are becoming a new mother, or you're just stepping into the next level of this is your energy, Taurus and Libra, Empress. This is you standing at the most maturest, highest stable level of success that you can be. That is the situation. So if you're in a position of being a queen, I mean, an empress, that means people work under you. You have servants, or you have people that you are in charge of. You are the leader of the pack. And it's time to nurture yourself and to lavish yourself with fine things. And the empress likes fine clothes, fine foods. She likes to take care and nurture things. She's very smart, intelligent. She knows how to run the kingdom, male or female, take it as it resonates. But motherhood, nurturing energy is her strongest suit. Okay. And financial stability, maintaining stability, and also a loving and stable home. So I love that for you. So how are you being seen by others? The Three of Pentacles. You are the master builder. Everybody knows that you know your skill, your trade, and somebody here could be having triplets, I heard, or 3 children, or the next 3 years are significant in this process of coming out of one world into the other. Yeah, so you're being seen as solid. People want to work with you. They value your input. So what is your fear? You're fearing the Eight of Pentacles. So changing the way you do work. You're not afraid to work hard and keep working, but again, it's like letting go of the reins and letting 7 other people be in charge while you're over here creating something new with the Eight of Pentacles there. It's a fear of yours for some reason. I don't know why that would be. Why would that be a fear to you? Five of Swords. Maybe there's something about yourself that you're nervous about. Maybe there's somebody here that has a little bit of a want to win at all cost energy. And that can be scary because it's swords and it's about communication in the higher mind, feeling like you might not make it, feeling like you might get cut off. Like maybe you aren't. Someone here is feeling the change of work with technology taking over. 100% true. Yeah. So fearing that you won't succeed, feeling that someone will just say you're not keeping up with the times when it comes to work. I have some Facebook friends that do graphics designs, and there's musicians, and there's also authors, and they are not loving the fact that AI is making music. They don't love the idea AI is making arts and graphics because it's taking their job. I got one friend that I hired to do graphics for me. She got redundant and she had to figure something out. So you know what she did? She's an artist, so she made coloring books, and now she's selling them on eBay or on Amazon. I'm sorry. As Yeah, so she didn't let that hold her down. She used her higher mind. She said, "Yeah, AI made me redundant, but here's a handcrafted by me coloring book, not AI." And people will still hold on to the value of things that were built by a man's hand, not an AI robot. That will always hold the highest value. So things that AI depreciate in value because it changes so fast. But the things that are solid and foundational that were built by the hands of men and women, those things hold more value because of the blood, sweat, and tears that went behind it, and the living that built it, not a robot. So maybe that's something for somebody here too. Okay. How does this reading, excuse me, how is this reading going to end? I just say it's potential ending because we all have free will. What is the highest likely outcome of this reading? You get exactly what you want, Taurus. You're going to get your wish fulfillment. And look at you crafting and building in a place of cups, not pentacles, something creative that you built with your own hands. Isn't that what I just said? These things are valuable. Pottery. AI doesn't do that, do they? Dream catchers. These are made by hand. Okay. So there's something there for that. Yes, we are in between worlds. Yes, we're going to have to learn how to build a new way, but you're taking a leap of faith and you're going to do it. And I'm very excited and proud for you. Just get a plan together. We saw the King of Pentacles. I'm sorry, but not even the King of Pentacles. We saw the King of Cups and the King of Swords. So this isn't about really money. Money's important, but it's more about building an emotionally sound and fulfilling lifestyle versus one that is built on the back of broken down bodies. Because there comes a time when we do have to give our bodies it's the respect that it deserves, and you can't keep beating a dead horse. Okay. So I think I'll leave it there. Those are the messages that I have for you, Taurus. I hope this is helpful or fun or inspiring or whatever you want it to be. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my information is going to be on my website in the link below. And if this is the last time we meet, thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate you being here. But if you're returning, great to see you again. As always, I really appreciate it if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, or leave me comments. I love to read them all. Until next time, y'all, I love you. Bye-bye.